Oh man.
In the playoffs, AT&T Stadium.
They had crazy cards.
I wasn't looking.
They got Tate. I don't know what kind of card Tate got. You got to X on him though.
He's a rookie from here.
Oh, Carnell Tate.
Yeah. Bow, bow.
Got
No.
my ass.
I thought he was about to go deep to Michael Pittman. Wouldn't have been crazy to do.
Feeling like he was open.
Yep. Mike Washington, is that the running back? Hey, get out of bounds.
Tried to crush him.
Get out of bounds now. The dive is just so dirt this year. Like, I just dove two right there, but just like, it's just so dirt.
I'm tripping. I had fucking what's the name, man?
Ramsey?
I had Cam Hayward as my fucking outside guy. That fake is lethal. That's a pick though.
Need that. You could probably put in Woolen too.
Oh shit. I'll put Willen at the top. And I take Ramsey and put him where Patrick Queen's at.
Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go, Trav. Incompletion.
What number is Willen? He's one of them guys over there.
He's wearing two.
You might have to run
to
the running back at first.
Hey,
man.
Hey, Tavondre.
What is Sweat doing? He's just sitting there.
I don't know why he's not rushing the passer and why he didn't go for the ball. Let's go with Tavondre. That's just 4th and 10. It's just not really gonna.
Even if I wasn't there.
Yeah, it's just not really gonna do it, to be honest.
Yeah. Now with Willen in, it's just kind of like, you know, everybody's like 85. Speed.
Yeah, there's no liabilities out there.
Yeah. The only mismatch is Jalen Thompson.
Because he's 5'9".
5'11". Oh. Guess we took a couple inches off.
Watch. Boop, boop. And just like that, Trey.
He just struggled.
Oh.
72 got to keep engaging, man.
I thought I was about to get up in there. Perfect, and he's at the 20.
Now I really had Cam Hayward at end. That was a sell by me.
If you're doing that on my team with Derek Brown, put
Oh,
you
I
put
committed.
Derek Brown at end. They keep running these play actions to a crisp. Mm.
On the ground, bitch.
I don't think he can. Crap, I don't think he can do that, man. I just don't know if that's it right there.
Me either. Mm.
I would go to say that that's just not it.
Especially with Michael Pittman. He's just like he got no aura. I know he's tall, but oh my gosh.
Oh man, Trey.
They had you in the backfield, which is the crazy part. All right, there.
Okay, 1-0.
I was wondering why I couldn't look at the play, but I think they were quitting in the
Yeah,
process.
I couldn't audible.
Game results are processed. Mm-mm-mm. So I'm testing the theory. So I got like the evil guy who got 85 block shed. He don't have power finesse moves, but Will Anderson got like 70 block shed, which is insane if we really thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I know for the pass rushing, when we put them on contains, they're not gonna get there as much. I understand that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see if he do a little bit better.
Woo, woo. Almost got through there.
My God, that would have been crib work.
GG Savage and your friend Liam.
Damn, I should have kept it outside. That was me.
I mean, it ran you in, like, it wouldn't let you get off of him. But I knew he was still running out there regardless. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't mean to do that. Don't jump off sides. Knew he was going to jump off sides.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
thought I made the right read because he bit in, but I guess he's just better.
How do you pass out of the RPOs?
Just hit the
You
button.
you just I don't know if my shit like stuck. I was trying that shit earlier, but
You just gotta do it fast. Like if it's like the one where you can hand it off, you just gotta hit it like kind of fast, or else it's just gonna keep handing the ball off.
I did that shit earlier. Hurdle. Oh, what the fuck? I remember I used to have to tap it though, but then it like throws floaters. That's a nasty play right there.
I just feel like I'm just like you know what I mean, Like something about this playbook I'm just liking.
Yeah, that's you literally gotta just fly out there to stop that one. As long as everybody get their blocks, that's at least a first down.
And if you start flying out there, like I'm finna just start just countering stuff back inside. Straight.
Damn, I got sat on my ass.
Get your ass smush, 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 smush.
I got Cam Hayward in. I gotta change him.
I should have ran with that.
I got sweat. All right, bet. It'll be a lot better now.
I seen you hit that R1 right there.
That shit don't work. I gotta stop it. I just be worried about that fucking running back. Oh, we might have to play some with these guys. They look like they know a little bit more.
I could do that too. Where that the Luki who's at the line with running back. Yo, Trav was just pressing the user off. He couldn't get off the line. Let's go, Porter.
That car right there is actually nasty. He got like fucking 87 man.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
I need to get a block there. Kuechly just hezzied across our field.
One of them gotta be lagging. What the fuck?
I don't know, bro, but I was about to throw a touchdown. Kuechly Kuechly
Boy, them
wasn't getting
recent
out.
plays.
Kuechly wasn't getting out there. You can get on penetration, jet sweep. Might be more of a truck guy.
I tried to do that little slow fucking I should have trucked his ass. X.
Yeah, and he got in the end zone.
It was like I was gonna barely get there, bro.
Dart threw it out there. Go run and go get it.
That shit's just OP.
Y'all love Trey. Hey! They be leaping. Now, Darnell yesterday leaped over the line against us.
Yeah, you can't even stop that shit. Unless you shed, that shit cooked. Yeah, Simmons.
Come on, Ramsey.
Simmons like a 78, man. How they putting in work.
Need that. Appreciate you. Off me. Like now it's about that time for him.
It's just 22 zip. Yep. Appreciate it.
Catch all in the flip.
I'm fucking with the whole play man until they beat it.
Yeah. Me too.
I don't think nobody threw like a fucking like a beater yet. They threw a whole bunch of like underneath shit. They just got yards, but
And we don't have no liabilities at DB like at all. I'm gonna guess that first team was them. Yeah, because theirs are 87s.
Yeah. We'll have 2 more games after this.
Nah, one more after this. This is the conference championship right here.
I mean, it's one and then another. Yeah.
I mean, we just played those first. We just won 2 games straight in 18 minutes. By the way.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Stream has been live for 18 and a half minutes and 2-0. We playing the NM clan though. That's NN, right?
Yep. But Collins, I don't know who the fuck they is, but they finna get blitz first play. Not blitz. Man.
Malik Willis.
Let's buy. Oh yeah, we taking it back. Fuck it. Taking 11 would have been cool, but first and 20. Man, I'm gonna send a blitz on 4th down too, or 3rd.
They went from having, bro. Who's that in the backfield now? Is that Harold Fannin? Oh, you got to come out of man probably. That's what last year I used to. I would just spam this play whenever somebody would play man on me. Quarterback strong power.
All right, I come out in
It can be in the
in the
same
man,
formation.
but
It just any type of man just gets crushed by it. Unless you go out, you gotta start on the right side and try to play it. I mean, it was a good
what's
thought.
that?
I won't lie, but
What he tried to do?
he beat him. But then his user turns to the right because Luke was running back there to get Lurky. He had.
Malik Willis as your quarterback is just crazy. It's just certain guys you just don't put out there, man.
He's one of them.
Yeah.
He flew out
That
there.
boy was itching on that. Ah,
This man.
this is man.
Yeah. It's not gonna work the same. Am I about to get just screamed at right here?
I think I'm open.
Hey, how's that a fumble? The ball clearly went forward. We're gonna have to block both of these guys. Problem is when we block both of them, they're still at the line of scrimmage, so it really doesn't matter. Oh. Ah.
They're not guarding nothing though. They just both blitzing. So I mean,
Well, they can
the slant was open.
as long as they.
Oh, I forgot he was in that shit.
As long as they, but they're touching the line though, and there's some people in the line that even if when they run back, the people on the edge just come free.
I'll play nickel. Nickel cover 3 until like third down.
He would have blocked that guy the other way. Sheesh. Let me see something.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Darts back to throw. And that throw just too high for him.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely you find a clean window down the middle. Could be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Drawing up the design keeper. They're not going to get an inch on the 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker.
I did not mean to do that.
Down that runner.
try to pick up somebody.
Half wide open.
Pick that
Half.
one dude.
Deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
They'll go. Here's Darts.
I tried to throw the ball and I fucking pump faked.
On fourth down, we've got a turnover on
Urgh.
takes over in plus territory. We're one quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. It's a design run for Willis. And they'll stop him after he picks up 40 to begin this drive.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground.
He got you clock on.
On the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
And he gets home.
Mm.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Malik Willis. Brought one
Try
back
4-4.
earlier and now takes one across. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Rock, KQB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this.
Dumb, 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 dumb.
Coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
They couldn't even. They couldn't throw the ball. They just.
Dallas getting everybody
That
set.
play is
They've got
just-
first and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. We'll have him gain
I don't think I can really stop this. Probably 4-4.
Yeah, because they're in 4-3-6-1, and I tried to run it, and they were able to stop it.
That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Coming your way, Trey.
Here's a design run. And he gets a 1 as we come up to the 2-minute warning. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Run the slant, Trey, just in case I might throw it back there.
Here's start now. Dumps it off to his running back.
Off me. Come on, let's go,
Come on.
Jeremiah.
Let's move. He's got some running room. 40.
Come on, Jeremiah.
Check it, one stop. They got ball first, didn't they?
Yeah, we gotta get. If we get a stop here though, Trey, we're money.
Looks like that flag appears to be on somebody who jumped early. Let's see. Looks like they turn this one down and let the play stand. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
I mean, they had good field position in both the drives they scored on too. So
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
still set contains.
Willis looking to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And a good gain.
Who is that?
11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. It's up a design run here for Willis.
It's just like because if we don't come out in this, and they'll just be able to just not play over and over.
Now Willis looking to throw on 2nd down.
Whew!
Met at the catch point.
I need Patrick Queen to make a play right there.
Defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch.
Let me see if I can get anybody different on this field.
Complimentary defense
3rd and 10. I mean, you might be able to come back out with something different, maybe. Just gotta be aware of it.
I mean, how you want me to come out of man?
I mean, I'm down for it.
Just gotta.
If we do though, it's gotta be
Stop.
not enough to play.
We've got 3rd down. To throw, here's Willis.
If you gotta play underneath if they keep running comebacks.
Moving quickly, trying to get set. Willis.
That was me.
Caught again.
I tried to get over there to get the flat, and then it put me on the cornerback.
Pickup. And that sets up an Eagles 1st down. Willis now.
Bruh.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He's got it.
I ran underneath. He ran that.
Touchdown, Eagles.
They're not good. They just be running some weird ass shit, bro.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point.
Calvin really shouldn't beat what's it called 1-on-1 though, even if he's underneath. His Darian Porter's press must be low or something.
McLaughlin on the team, and he's ready to
We need to take this to the crib.
Return starts at the 9. Things going well so far.
Oh,
They're gonna track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Dart. Down he goes, but what a
What the
play.
fuck did they have me doing, bro?
That is good for a Cowboy 1st down.
I had you block him.
Nah, I was on a route on X.
Oh, never mind.
That's
I
not-
thought you were on Jeremiah.
I tried to run a route. He just had me just sitting there.
I didn't mean to call this play.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10.
It's just like if they don't run out there on this one, offsides. Come on.
An early jump and the flags come in.
If they don't run out there,
Against the
Marcel Reese finna get this scooting.
and that's gonna cost him 5 yards.
That's an easy touchdown.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Running it after the penalty. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Now Dallas is gonna call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, you who gotta have
All
short
right.
memories. You tell me there's 2 defenses.
Can you put Jeremiah out wide, Trey? Does it let you? No.
Nah.
Second down throw here from Dart. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. They're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that 1st down marker.
Hike it, Dart. Hike it, Dart.
Throwing on 3rd. Here's Dart. Buys time.
R1.
Rolling right. And they
Oh,
don't connect
Dart.
there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
I caught it immediately.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. But I do see a flag out there. Let's see what the call is. Yeah, avoidable mistake there, Brock. A lot of people saw it, including our officials. Offsides the call.
Trey, are you ready?
One more snap, Brock, so they're gonna
Yeah.
run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. No kick, they're gonna go for it. And that one is incomplete. Okay.
Every Ingram just might be the worst, bro. Or maybe it's just you can't catch it.
I wish
You just can't catch it. That's the same shit that happened yesterday.
I knew that you just couldn't catch it though. You know what I mean? Maybe it has to be the one where the quarterback throws it, not the kicker. But like, come on, Trey. It's just like
That was
Like perfect situation right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was thinking like I was gonna kick for real, but I was like, we still down 2 scores. Like we get a touchdown right here, like that'd be huge.
There's a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. Has this at the 6. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dang.
That's twice. That play might be cooked.
That's my play though. It can't be cooked. They need to fix it.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Motion over anybody, Trey. You can use them. It don't matter. Just to make their defense move.
Darts looking to throw. It's his running back. And
They're really not, like, the defense not strapping. So they're not playing man.
Well, the first
just the
drive on
pressure.
3rd down, I threw a jump ball to Martellus Bennett, and he just didn't jump for the ball. And then
here goes Dart to the air. Hits him on the out route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Like, they're not pressing, so it's like any route's gonna be underneath. It's gonna be open.
Simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Back to throw. Here starts.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter is not stopping. Travis Hunter is not stopping Darnell Washington from catching the football.
And wait to even be targeted in this game, and he's gonna have to keep waiting now to see that first catch.
You know who will not be waiting? The critics after this one. You've got to get your tight end involved. Find a way somehow to get him the ball.
He's just killing my guys.
You kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of losing out and running out of time.
I'm trying to motion, but it's not letting me.
More of these,
That's because I'm audibling while you're trying to do it.
in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Third and long for him here. It's Cox. He's got Washington.
This team is not good, bro. They're not good. They just running a lot of cheesy ass
Oh.
shit, bro.
Bro,
In from 48.
I didn't know that it wanted me to go for 2. It just called a random play. Whatever was lined up first.
Wants his guys to get 2 more.
And I'm not trying to waste a timeout.
Then we get in here.
Dart setting in the throw here. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls.
They be selling us, bro.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best option.
That jank was
Ultimately, sometimes the execution
like that jank was
I
wide.
think we just got to play 4-4.
Jank was
I got 4-6.
was wide, but it was wide.
Fields this one.
Nah, 4-4 was cool. I feel like.
And he's out a little short of the 30.
Maybe I should have kicked the 3. Nah, I'm not, bro. We literally threw a dot to Evan Ingram. Ball hit his hands.
All right, working from the gun to start.
He said, ugh.
Lewis on the design run.
That shit strapped, bro.
Beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second
When
down.
you got fucking defenders on the field, got a whole bunch of like 76 on the field, bro. Can't do shit about it. Taking up all my fucking linebackers.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
I got it.
Willis to throw it.
Tackle.
Ingram makes the grab.
All right, 3rd and 7.
After making that catch.
Probably finna run these comeback routes. Or one comeback on one side, one fade on the other. That's if I was them, that's what I would do.
Take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
We gotta watch the seams.
I got the same.
Third and long. They're gonna throw.
Where comeback route? He was. I'm not gonna lie, he was about to catch it too.
It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never ever this offense like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight
I'm gonna go. I don't know. Do I just play this?
Yeah.
Here's the snap on fourth.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh.
Deep. With the when you run that little the little thing with 4 down alignment, it screams way more.
Yeah.
defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field.
I got a man play to where I could do that,
Even an interception.
but the running back's gonna be free.
One more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Somebody's gonna be free.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Now darts. Dumped off to his running back.
We just block somebody. Like if we just put hands on another person.
So give him one on that short completion.
The lineman not coming out there fast enough, man.
And I can't sit back there.
Few yards, you call it, expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
On second down.
I'm open. I was wide open.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted.
Come on, Dart.
And the Eagles.
I was ass booty. I don't know what happened. The guy said, "Oh,
Well, that's now two, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game.
look."
I'm seeing you on this screen. I see you on this screen. That was a touchdown.
You have as an offense. And in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Offense.
Oh, we gotta get another stop.
They line this up. First and 10.
Probably gonna run freaking screens out there.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side.
Oh. Ah man.
Mm.
There inside the pocket.
Like, come on, bro. It's not a good team, bro. This is just a team that just maybe this is how we get like playing against us.
Uh.
Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature.
Like he just broke 3 tackles for a touchdown. I've never heard of that dude in my life. I don't even know who that is.
Me neither.
Fielded at the 7.
Oh, I could have got back to the left.
That's just insane, bro.
Not let me go hurry up, and it's bothering me.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that.
Come on.
Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
So a couple yards to go here after they picked up 8 on that last play. Here he is on 3rd and short. Escapes the pocket. Gets this one away in the nick of time. But the
4th and
defense
2.
quick enough to alter that throw. It's incomplete, and now it's 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here we go.
Square, 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 square.
Fourth down. Look at that power, deep left side.
Oh my gosh, Jackson Dole.
There, their hand was forced, Brock. Had to
Oh my
What
god.
a way to go out right there.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, says
It's just insane.
I didn't
bro.
high pass it. I just bulleted it, but
but now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way,
Who-
he's still,
I don't know who these players are.
that's the Bills fullback right there.
It's a great pickup.
Like, that's insane, bro.
They've got first down.
Man. Man, oh man, oh man.
From the 39.
You gonna run and watch.
It's a designed run for Willis. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's
Like I get it. Like I really do get it. But it's like on a football aspect, that's just not working all the time.
Tough.
nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Looks like a design run here for Willis. Oh, they get to him. He's hitting tackle. They
Malik Willis just look like Shady McCoy out here.
yards they needed. First
I swear, bro.
Man, Martellus Bennett had him beat.
keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Tick tock.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. No
Gotta score on
I
this
need him to
play.
catch that.
if you're still down 2 scores, but there's a little
Throwing a jump ball against his user.
optimism there.
Even though he picked it off last time. Darnell didn't jump for the ball though last time.
I need Watson to stay on his feet, man, and take that shit to the crib.
From the 32.
If you beat him, let me know again.
Darts back to throw.
Claire.
That's that. Like, why didn't that happen last time? Why didn't that happen last time?
2 onside kick. Anything's possible, man.
They're going for 2. This would get it back within a score. All right, they're going to throw for it.
R1.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's
Alex Singleton.
picked up. Alex Single. Oh, he loses
Hey, don't let us get leapy on the return.
jump on top of it. Clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. The time making this all but impossible. They're going to try.
Come on, I'm gonna go get this shit, man. Why do we got fucking Queen and Cashman? Oh, that's us. Oh, that's us. Anything's possible.
In order to get one of these onside kicks of the game today, it takes
Wait, we can tie, right?
Nah, I wish I didn't go for 2.
come together. And you know what?
Oh, yeah, we're okay.
I should have just kicked the 1 to make the game matter right now.
Bounces in funny ways, and that time it bounced in the right way for the kicking team.
From the gun, here's a give to Rob. Past midfield at the 45. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. The timeout's taken now.
I'm just trying to see, what would have happened. Tell me, Trey.
Yeah.
First down, and they go right back to it.
Fall down, Jeremiah.
Get this down to the
Well, we would have lost like that.
So the Eagles
This team's so ass, bro.
they are
I didn't feel like we I don't know.
I mean, I just throw interceptions. I just wish I could go back in time at the start of the game and just stop trying to run the ball against them. Just a lot of them just throw it.
This max training 90 reward might be the worst. I just got 5 training.
Yeah, why
That'd
did
be
they
the
give
worst
that?
thing.
Whoa, Champ Bailey's in packs now. What? He was in here yesterday, right?
Nah.
I didn't think so. Oh, Trey, tap in real quick. Come on. Oh, that one's kind of goated. Like,
only if you can sell him.
nah, I
I mean, you
can't
could
sell
probably put him in
him.
your lineup.
But like,
He definitely can go in the lineup.
I could re-roll it. You know what I mean?
Let me see your corners. He's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere. And all you gotta do is upgrade Watson, though.
Yeah.
I
Like,
say re-roll it.
Christian Gonzalez is better. Don't get me wrong, Trey. He's definitely better. But like, there's LTDs in packs. You know what I mean? Like, I could pull Champ Bailey.
This the re-roll right here.
Yeah, I get one more after this if I don't like it. Ooh.
That's not it. That's another good one.
No, I have B&D Creed Humphrey. I should have took Christian Gonzalez. Uh-oh. Jinkies. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Anybody but Creed Humphrey, please. No.
Damn, that's that. But that's really three crazy ones that you don't need.
No,
What if
no,
the first one wasn't?
no. I should have just taken what's it called? Ah, man, I should have just taken Gonzalez.
What
Literally,
pack
like,
was that?
what do you say?
What pack was that?
That was the 2500 2500 training.
Oh, I got you.
I mean, not training. 2500 tickets. Hold on one second, Trey. Give me like 5 minutes. Bomb, 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 bomb. Ah, man, I should have. Man, I should have just kept Gonzalez. I just wanted to play it risky.
Yeah, I mean, he got limited in the pack, like you said. Shit.
Bro, TikTok is tripping. They just said that my video about biggest standouts from NFL preseason is ineligible for the preseason activity, and because it doesn't contain American football. Bro.
You can't appeal it either, bro.
It let me appeal it let me appeal it, but it didn't say. I didn't get to like type words. It just said submit appeal.
All the ones I used to do, they ain't let me appeal that shit.
But I don't even understand. Like that's just like it literally is a video about literally is a video about um
Ain't gonna lie, I might look to get Carson, bro.
I don't even really know where to put Jameer Gibbs out in the lineup.
Click triangle.
Click triangle on him.
Yeah.
Being Dito, bro, didn't even go for no training. How much training does he go for? That's so trash. I was saving up my season tickets for that right there. It's only 270. I'd rather just throw him in the lineup. When Love get tired, put him in.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. How fast is that Devin Bush card? Did anybody pull this champ? All I know is these Reggie Bushes and Christian Watson and Sauce Gardner's is gonna be fucking crazy. They got like three versions of them too.
Of who?
That like just depend on Watson, Gardner, and Bush.
Oh.
I think those is the cards you get when you do the top 100 shit. But like they got three levels. They got 89s, 88s, and 87s.
Oh.
I think if depending on how good you do, you either gonna get the 87, 89, or 88.
Premium rare.
Oh, they got 86, 86s too. So it's like it's basically like bronze, silver, gold, and platinum kind of.
So everybody finna get those cards.
Yeah, it just
What level you get
depends
them
on
at.
if yours gonna be crazy or not.
How much does Champ Bailey cost right now? Oh, there's only one Champ Bailey on the auction block.
2 mil.
2 milli.
I don't know if I should get Carson or just save up. But like when we run 4-4, I be having fucking Troy Anderson on the field.
which is Derek McGirt.
Yeah, this Derrick Johnson gotta be slow. Oh, he got 84 speed and 80 block shed. That's actually not bad. And he's 6'3". Let's see. Do Carson got any good block shed? He got 80 block shed, 80 zone. Might just get Carson, throw him on the team.
Big cars.
Yeah, fuck it. Because technically, I could still get Woolen from you. Then I'll take Troy Anderson out and put Patrick Queen right here. Now I just gotta get fucking Blake Cashman out of here. I ain't gonna lie, they do a Mike Evo. I'm gonna put that shit on what's his name? On Troy Anderson.
Because he's already fast.
Yeah, so you can just build his other stats.
We still playing?
Yeah, I'll play like one more.
All right. Tough that we didn't win the Super Bowl right there, though. Shout.
That team wasn't that good though, bro. I hate losing the teams I know we could beat. That'd be Madden though. Like, I think if we play those guys 10 times, we at least beat them 8.
Yeah, but just
But they
like
just got
there's certain things
they
he
just got that
just
first win.
can't control.
Like they unleashed all of their potential those like first 3 drives, and then they got lucky on that last touchdown they scored. So it's like you just can't.
And it
Please
took
don't lose the Flinky boy though. It's not happening.
Devin Bush, Nate Wiggins.
Devin fucking Bush. Our team is so much better than like just. Well, 86 is the highest you can go. So
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
now what I'll do, I'll put Willen in. Carson's right there. Geekly and Chin. Straight.
Man, there was literally only like 285s in the entire game that I wouldn't have wanted. Oh, wait. Marcel Reese can get a superstar? Because all these people be getting X Factors, which really don't only mean something if they lighten up, but we got on. Can't see what it is. Literally, Creed Humphrey and Jameer Gibbs like the only two guys that I didn't want. Woolen.
That's Woolen versus the bum.
Elijah Arroyo.
Let me know if I'm crazy for this play. So look, it's basically this. Now we got somebody coming off the edge,
I'm peeped. I
but
just see him.
somebody's gonna be open.
I just see him to blitz
Somebody's
off the
open.
correct side. What?
Oh my gosh! He don't fumble that.
But if they block the running back, Trey.
That's what it's just somebody's open. It's not this play, but that's me. And that's me. And let me do it one more time. Who's open?
We'd rather be the running back than the tight end. I feel like.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's what. When I was playing, that's what it was. So like, he was just doing some dumb shit. I'll be selling, bro.
I can't see their button, so I'm just like, fuck. That person was X on that play. I thought the tight end was X on that play, but I guess he was triangle.
I'm gonna call it one more time. So see, like right here is good.
Let's go, Carson. Get downhill, Carson.
Sweats. The big sweats. Who's not in? Chin's not in. And like Carson, I rather Chin than you, my boy. Oh, you know what? I put Carson right here and then put Chin up top.
From the top, make it drop. I hit him. First down anyway. Good tackle. Big Cam.
And they just fucking tanked that first quarter. If I'm in nickel, why do they keep like?
Bow, bow, bow. Woo!
Oh my gosh, bro.
The second one we got this drive. Like the blockers just be like sucking you in.
Yeah.
Marcel.
Cam Hayward's in contains. Forgot to change him.
Jalen Milrow. Touchdown Lehigh Raiders. Get him, Cam. Dude, they just took a boatload of time on that drive.
I swear those guys be like tackling crazy from behind.
But only on the kickoff.
Only on the kickoffs.
They got Parsons. Marcel Reese versus Cam Chancellor.
Hey, he won that though.
Oh, Devin Bush just. I thought he was going to get blocked.
They had to have him on a hard fly right there. Circle, circle, circle. Martellus Bennett.
I thought he hit me late. I thought it was roughing the passer. No, sir, though. No, sir. Boba with a clown just got himself in the end zone. Look at that dumb shit. No, I'm not doing it. Thought about it though.
It's the eye of the tiger.
throwing this up, bro. We got a lot of big body guys. Probably finna get screamed at low key. Darnell, man, go meet him over there, bro. Thought I was finna get the opportunity to throw it up, but
You got screened at 3 down linemen.
I mean, we scored, you know, but it just so happened.
Just can't do nothing right there, man.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
Oh, I missed.
Get that guy right there, Trey. Might be running.
I missed like a motherfucker. And that's still 8 though. Good no fumble right there, Dart.
Phenomenal no fumble right there from the Dart Maestro. Hopefully everybody runs away from him right here. Oh, it doesn't let me choose if I throw it or not. Okay, that's good to know.
Boy can't scream me down.
I thought I got to choose if I threw it or not, but it throws that bit out there to him regardless.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Working out of the gun is Dart. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
I'm begging for them to fix this contain shit.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Those are the types
Nice little run play.
did not see from him in the first half, but a good
Calm little.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
On first down, here's Love. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making a play.
And here's another tackle made at the
We
line,
just,
so they're converging well on the football now.
we just put hands on a couple guys.
Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking
I might be open across the middle.
to the air.
I lied.
That's caught by his tackle.
Oh, I didn't know he was finna dive at my ankles.
That's just terrible tackles from them. Across the board. Fucking. It was our tackle. He just got fucking cleaned off his feet.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half
No, no.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
No. They're celebrating and doing flips and.
Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Losing back to back is rough.
I get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they have in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense
Seen you sitting right behind him, and I just
game long.
hit all 4 buttons on my controller at the same time.
Forced to take a few chances here.
They finna go for two.
One, it backfired in a
I
big
know.
way.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's 15-0. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Going left with it. Oh, never mind.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Derek McGirt.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. To throw his dart. Pass complete there to Harris.
They just ran some bullshit.
I don't know what that was.
10 yards.
They split that corner. I might be open if you do that dumb shit again. Nah, he backed him up.
Looking to throw dart.
That's a dot.
It's caught inside the 25.
Jonathan
Oh,
Cooper,
he
bro.
got to get in there.
They just fall short down
They still got Eamon Worry.
Hey, I still got even more. What's wrong with that?
Oh, my bad.
Hey, we gotta get in here before the 2-minute though.
I just got put on my ass.
I swear when everybody else does that, they're fucking up in the end zone.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressive.
Marcel Reese, baby.
Well, if he throwing it, if Marcel Reese throwing it and he catching it, then they just horn us. So what's the difference between him and the fucking kicker?
So I'm saying. All right, Trey. You've only been on defense one time this whole game, by the way. I don't know if you realize that.
Yeah. They just ran and just threw a whole bunch of underneath shit. Like, they just gradually drove down the field. I think the best bet here is I can come out in 4-4.
4-4 Bulldog. Gotta get stopped.
Might be the best bet.
Hop out in the fofo. Ugh.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Yeah, this is the best bet, bro. Play underneath. They're not going for first down. Oh well.
No, it's better. It's better than being second in inches.
I just don't understand how nobody just got off the blocks right there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, Luke. I didn't throw a yick. Six. We also scored, and Martellus Bennett got it called all the way back.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right.
Come on, man. That's fucking ridiculous. Like, where's my contains at, bro? That's just retarded.
Frustration timeout right there.
Nah, just make him do some dumb shit. Ah, they pussy.
Nice. Back-to-back L's tough right there.
Yeah, that was just like I don't know. All right, though. I might be on later. Probably not.
All right, I catch you.
All right.
Get your ass smush, smush, smush. Ugh. We go live? We go live on Walter Picks real quick? Maybe we go live on Walter Picks. Talk fantasy for a little bit. Come back. Smush, smush, smush. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Oh, there's more of these you can do now. Smush, smush, smush. Do. Let's go. Fantasy football season is right here. A lot of people are. I wonder how many drafts are going on today. I feel like majority of drafts are happening. I feel like majority of drafts are happening over the next couple weeks. But I wonder how many drafts are happening today. It's Sunday. People are enjoying the off season. Preseason's right here. I wonder how many guys are drafting. Oh, whoopsies. Took that down by accident. Here we go. Couple guys that I really like this year. Super high on Chase Brown. Super high on I'm high on Devonta Smith. I like Jalen Hurts in the middle rounds at quarterback. I'm not big on taking a quarterback early, but I think getting Jalen Hurts in like round 6 could pay dividends. Definitely not taking a QB, most likely in the first couple. Definitely not in the first couple rounds, most likely. Unless Josh Allen just falls to the perfect spot. Yeah, I would agree that I'm usually not a big tight end guy, but I think Bowers will be the top tight end this year. Jalen Hurts, bro. If Jalen Hurts can step it up. I mean, Jalen Hurts, he's a good fantasy quarterback. He's never really the best. Jalen Hurts isn't, he's not the best real life guy, but in fantasy, he scores points every year. My top tight end is Bowers, and then it goes McBride, and then Colson Loveland. Bowers, McBride, Loveland. What's my opinion on Rashee Rice's training camp? It definitely doesn't look good, but I'm not gonna bite into all the training camp buzz. he's a little high on this list, especially after what we've been seeing in training camp. Terrence Ferguson or Jawan Johnson. I'm gonna go with Jawan Johnson. I think Oscar Delp plays a role in New Orleans, but I think Terrence Ferguson, there's still a decent amount of target competition with the tight ends in that offense. London is definitely a worse player, and his quarterback situation is arguably worse, but I think the target competition in London's offense is so much different than the target competition in Minnesota. Like, for London, it's going to be a rookie wide receiver competing for targets. While in Minnesota, we got Jawan Jennings, we got Jordan Addison, we got, you know what I mean? Burrow, Bijan, Saquon, Jamar, Ladd. There's no way that's a 12-man league. There is no way that is a 12-man league. I love where you have Genty. I'm a Genty owner. I just think Genty has insanely high upside. You're a Ravens fan? It's valid. Ravens fans are valid. I think Genty has crazy upside. Bro, I don't know how, Nate. I don't know if I can believe you. You have Bijan, Saquon, and Jamar. Those are three guys that could all go in round one. So I don't really, in a 12-man league, like, I've seen Saquon go at the end of round one or early round two. I don't know how you'd be able to get all three of them. Panic on Puka? No, I'm not panicked on Puka. I'm not panicked. Even if he gets suspended, I'm still okay with it. Won your league back-to-back. Get to pick. I got pick 3. I think pick 3 is good because you're either getting Jamar Chase or you're getting Bijan / Jahmyr Gibbs. Obviously, I'd rather have Bijan and Gibbs, but Amon-Ra over Puka. With the suspension news, I don't know if I'd necessarily draft Amon-Ra over Puka, but I think there's a world where Amon-Ra could finish above Puka at the end of the season. Kind of like, I don't think I could draft Genty over Jonathan Taylor, but I think Genty could finish above him at the end of the season. Jettis always has top 5 upside because he's so good, like as a football player. My thoughts on what did that one say? Thoughts on Judkins. Quinshon Judkins, he's definitely not my favorite player this year because we need running back. Like, running backs inside of good offenses just tend to play better in fantasy football. Or if they're going to see a ton of receiving touches. While Dylan Sampson is going to be the receiving back. So Judkins is going to be pretty touchdown dependent. He's an okay RB2 to have, but I would prefer him to be in my flex. I appreciate you guys all for being in here. And if you guys haven't drafted yet, in the Walter Picks app, there's a mock draft tool where you can customize the bots, whether you have idiot league mates or experts, you can change them all. There's also a full fantasy draft guide that helped over 80% of members last year who used code BAM in the Walter Picks app make their fantasy playoffs. What should I do with the 110 and the 201? I would go double running backs. I think in the beginning of the offseason, I thought having a late first round pick was bad, but now I've came around that. You can double up on running backs there, and you're in an excellent opportunity to succeed. A phenomenal opportunity to double up. Derrick Henry is pretty good at running the ball. You are very right. Derrick Henry is very good at running the football. But Derrick Henry is probably like my 12th or 13th running back just because he has to rush for a ton of yards, and he's not really going to catch many passes. And fantasy, at least. He's not gonna break the bank. Trade. You get Jamar Chase. You get Jamar Chase Brown for Hampton and AJ Brown. You already have Puka. Yeah, I would do that. I would definitely do that. 100%. If you guys have any more trade questions in the Walter Picks app, there's a trade analyzer. There's a trade analyzer. It'll give you win-win trades inside of your league and also show you the value you're getting versus getting back. Giving versus giving back throughout the entire season. That's inside the Walter Picks app. When you use code BAM, you can sync your league into the app and it'll have all of the info for your league. What running back should you grab at the 110 and the 201? I would try to grab Chase Brown and Ashton Genty. Or James Cook, because James Cook is a higher floor guy. Like, you kind of know what you're getting out of James Cook. I would maybe grab James Cook and Chase Brown, or James Cook and Ashton Genty. you're kind of getting one upside guy and one guy that has a pretty decent floor. Went Lamb and Cook 110, 201. I think that's solid. Like, I think CeeDee Lamb should probably go before the 110. So if you're getting him at the 110, I think it's a good choice. CMC or Amon-Ra at the 106, PPR League 2 flex. I think the running back position holds more value, so I would go CMC. But if you want to play a little bit safer, Amon-Ra's missed less than 5 games over the last 5 seasons and is still averaged over 17 fantasy points a game all 4 of those years. That would be more of the safer option, but I think they both play out well. Would you trade Etienne and Godwin for Brees? A-Chain and Godwin for Brees? I want it. I really want it, actually. I mean, it's close. I think A-Chain and Brees are pretty similar, comparable to how I think they could play out this year. So I would not go out of my way to trade one of them with just the unknown of how good each one of those will be. Diggs and Corum for more and Mason. Should I take it? I would rather have Moore and Mason than Diggs and Corum. If you're getting Moore and Mason, I would definitely do it. I would definitely do it. Guys, I am super high on Chase Brown this year. In the Walter Picks app, there's a game splits feature where you can sort by a player with or without somebody else. So Chase Brown with Joe Burrow last year, 19.5 fantasy points per game. That would make him a top 5 running back in fantasy. I think he has the upside to do that again this year. Also inside the Walter Picks app, don't forget you can sync your leagues into the app, as well as there's a full fantasy draft guide that helped over 80% of members last year who were using code BAM make their fantasy playoffs. Henry's a league winner this year. The problem with Derrick Henry being a league winner is he has to rush for 1,600 yards and 20 touchdowns because he's never going to catch the ball. Like, Derrick Henry is by far a better real-life running back than Chase Brown probably will ever be. But Chase Brown catches the ball, which helps you score fantasy points. Amarian Hampton's my number 10. I like Amarian Hampton. He's not a guy that I feel good about Amarian Hampton. I just like these other guys a little bit more than him. Should you trade Allen for AJ Lamar? Yes. Someone offered Lamb for Bowers and Swift. If you're in a league that starts like 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, maybe even a couple flexes, or it's a 12-person league, I think the side getting Bowers and Swift wins. But I could see that being a win-win trade for both parties. Like, maybe they need a wide receiver, you need an RB2, and then you also get Brock Bowers, in my opinion, the best tight end in fantasy football this year. Tune's a sleeper. I think Tune is a sleeper, but I do think, like, I drafted Tune in one of my leagues, but I think Chris Rodriguez and LaQuint Allen both play a role in the Jags offense this year. So I'm not insanely high on Bashal Tune, but I think he is definitely a sleeper at those points in the rounds. Thank you for the fan club, yo. Is it good I traded CMC for Swift and Puka? Yeah, I like that trade. I like that trade for you a lot. I appreciate you guys all for being in here. Make sure you guys drop a follow. And if you guys haven't drafted yet, in the Walter Picks app, there's a mock draft simulator where you can customize every single bot that you're going against, change their draft strategies, change their skill levels. You also can sync your league into the app, and if your league has already drafted, you can see playoff percent chances, number 1 seed percent chances, and projected points for everybody inside of your league. I appreciate you guys all for being in here. It's really, really a blessing. And make sure you guys use code BAM in the Walter Picks app. Last year, over 80% of members last year that used my code and used these tools made their fantasy playoffs. Should I trade Love at running back for someone else? So Jeremiah Love, seeing what happened, the app is the Walter Picks app. Plenty of different tools inside of it. Seeing what happened in the preseason for Jeremiah Love made me feel a little bit better about him. Not a ton better, but I feel a little bit better about Jeremiah Love just because they were feeding him the football. Contrary to that, I still think Tyler Algier is going to be a touchdown stealer. I still think the offense is going to be mediocre. I wouldn't necessarily be begging to ship off Jeremiah Love, but if you haven't drafted yet, I would still be targeting guys like Kenneth Walker, Saquon, Derrick Henry, just more than him. Who should you pick at the 106 if Amon-Ra is taken? I would take CMC. CMC averaged 25 fantasy points a game last year. When he is healthy, when he's healthy, he's going to be one of the best players in fantasy for the next couple years, probably. Would you trade James Cook and AJ Brown for Drake London and K9? You have Cook and Brown. James Cook and AJ Brown for London and K9. I actually probably wouldn't. I mean, it's definitely close. It's definitely a toss-up trade. I do like Kenneth Walker this year, but AJ Brown and Drake London, I think, they can be very comparable. You're kind of trading oranges for like a slightly different color orange. If you guys have any more trade questions or are interested in making trades in your league, in the Walter Picks app, there's a start and sit tool for in the season, helps you make the best decisions on a weekly basis. And there's also the trade analyzer. Tries to give you win-win trades inside of your league and shows you the value you're giving up versus giving back. You guys can get access to all of that using code BAM inside the Walter Picks app. It can be very tough to make trades in leagues. Everybody's trying to get over on somebody else. Everybody thinks they're getting fleeced. Like, I see it. It's very, very tough. The Walter Picks app just tries to make it a little bit easier on you guys. Chase or Bijan at 2? I'm taking Bijan at 2 because I think that the value of a running back in the first round, like the way I think about it, would I rather have AJ Brown and Bijan, or would I rather have Kyron Williams and Jamar Chase potentially? Because that could be the positional value difference. And I think the wide receivers in rounds 3, 4, and 5 are just better than the running backs. So I'm going to take the running backs as early as I can. Why Genty over Cook? I think they're very comparable. Don't get me wrong. I think running backs 4 through 9 right here could all be very interchangeable, including Amari and Hampton, who's not on this list. But I think Ashton Genty, with the amount of touches he saw last year, I think Clint Kubiak is an offensive mastermind. They get Tyler Linderbaum. Cole Miller comes back healthy. The offensive line improves. I think Ashton Genty is in for a big season. If things fall his way, he could easily finish in the top 3. Should I trade Herbert and Waddle for Lamar? I'm not big on trading depth before the season even starts, so I wouldn't necessarily do it. CD or Jefferson at the 109? I would take CD. I think Jefferson, Jawan Jennings and Jordan Addison are going to be a pain in your butt if you're a Justin Jefferson owner throughout the season. If you are a owner of Justin Jefferson, you're going to be extremely frustrated. You got the 105 between CMC and Amon-Ra. I'll put it to you like this. CMC is the more risky choice just because of his injury history. But Amon-Ra is definitely the safer option. If they're both healthy, CMC is going to play better. He's going to score more points. What do you think about Breece Hall? Where should he be? Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson, they're both players I don't have a strong opinion about because I think they're very talented, but I hate the situation that they're in. Just being a part of this Jets organization is not good for their fantasy seasons. They need Geno Smith to be decent. Like, if we get to the point where freaking Brady Cook or Cade Klubnik is in the game, like, it's going to be rough sledding for both of them. I do not think Jettis finishes top 3. I mean, like, he's top 3 talented, but why Amon-Ra so high? Just because Amon-Ra's consistency, like JSN, we saw him pop off last year. He lost his offensive coordinator now. I would ride with the consistency of Amon-Ra St. Brown of 4 straight years of 17 plus fantasy points per game. He's only missed 4 games, I think, in the last 4 years total. Like, A-Chain or Genty, I'm going to go Genty. London is definitely a risky choice. Why is Rice so high? Because last year, I know the things in training camp have not looked good about Rashee Rice. I can't deny that. I don't think there's a ton of target competition for Rashee Rice. In games where Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy have both played, Worthy's only averaging 2.7 catches a game. While Rashee Rice last year averaged 18.8 fantasy points a game, he averaged nearly 2 targets a game inside the red zone. Cook or JT? I'm going to go JT. If I'm the 106 and a 10-man, do you think A-Chain will fall to me in the second? Yeah, I think he will. I think A-Chain should be there in the second. ARSB is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Why Gibbs over Bijan? I like the offensive situation way better for Gibbs. I think JT could score a ton of... I think if JT was... If Daniel Jones is healthy all season, JT could probably score even more touchdowns than last year. I mean, he had a lot of big 3-touchdown games, but those final 7 weeks of, or it wasn't 7, what was it, 5 weeks of Daniel Jones being out, like that really, really hurt Jonathan Taylor's season. I do not have any open spots in any leagues right now. If you guys haven't drafted yet, don't forget in the Walter Picks app, you can start mock drafting and preparing for your league against customizable bots. Whether you have idiot league mates or you're playing in a big money league versus expert players, you can mock draft it all. You also can sync your league into the app. There's a full fantasy draft guide. One player that I'm extremely high on this year, also in the Walter Picks app, you can see this, the game splits feature, Chase Brown, 19.5 fantasy points per game last year in games with Joe Burrow. I think if Burrow's healthy for the whole season, if you were drafting against me, you should probably be drafting, at the expert level. That's all that you guys can get access to all of that with code BAM in the Walter Picks app. I appreciate you guys all for being here. Make sure you guys drop a follow. Every single one of you guys, I'm very appreciative of for being in the live. Chase Brown has had a QB his whole career. Last year, Joe Burrow was hurt for some games. So that's what I was saying. That's what I was talking about when I was saying his QB. AJ Brown, BTJ, and Judkins for Hampton and McConkey. Oh, I kind of like that. I like getting Hampton and McConkey there. I don't really like trading away AJ Brown. Is Hampton a league winner? I don't know if Hampton is necessarily a league winner, but I think he'll be a very solid. I think he'll finish right around the top 10. I do think some receiving work will be taken from him because they have some in their backfield. They have some intriguing pieces. in their backfield, so I think some receiving work will be taken from him. Maybe a couple touchdowns here and there. What QBs has Jefferson have? All bad ones, to be honest. Should I trade Chase Brown for Genty 1-to-1? I'm completely honest. That's extremely tough because we're preseason right now, and I would not be surprised if either one of them were better than the other. I would not be surprised if either one of them were better than the other. Yeah, if I was the one getting Hampton and McConkey, I would potentially do it. Traded CD and Omarion for Puka and Jacobs. Any good? Ooh, I don't know about that one. That one's close. That's a very close trade. That is a very close trade. Omarion is 10 for me. Kyler does have a ton of weapons, which also means a ton of target competition for Justin Jefferson. If you guys are trying to make trades in your league or your league is already drafted, you can see your playoff percent chances, number one seed percent chances, and projected points all inside the Walter Picks app. There's also a start and sit tool on a weekly basis to help you make the best decisions as the season starts, and a trade analyzer to help you make some win-win trades inside of your league. It shows you the value you're giving up versus the value you're getting back. It can kind of help along with the process of making trades in leagues, which can be very tough. You guys can gain access to that with code BAM inside the Walter Picks app. BAM inside the Walter Picks app. I appreciate you guys all for being in here. Make sure you guys drop a follow. Every single one of you is important to me in here. I appreciate that. Should my keeper be ETN for a set? Oh, Loveland for the 12. I'm going to go half PPR. I would go, half PPR changes it a little bit, but I would still go Loveland in the 12th. I think you're getting a top 3, top 4 tight end this year in fantasy in the 12th round. I don't know. Stacking Herbert, Hampton, and McConkey, that's low-key a lot. That is low-key a lot. I do think their offense will be good this year, but if something bad were to happen again, it would tank the value on all of them, which is something that I would be very scared about. I think you could potentially trade Jeremiah Love in a package to get Derrick Henry or a package to get Kenneth Walker. Egbuka is not in my top 10, but I do like Egbuka this year. That is a guy that I am intrigued on. I am intrigued in. I am down to draft Emeka Egbuka this year. Lamb, I like Lamb this season. I'm not ultra high on him. I have him above JSN because I think JSN takes a slight step back. Nothing crazy, but I don't think he goes for 1,700 yards again. Took Cook. Nah, taking Cook over JT is not super crazy. I think they're very comparable. I could see either one of them having a bigger year. Henry is over 30. Derrick Henry's different, though. I think Derrick Henry's just different. Like, that is a guy that, in my opinion, is just different than everybody else. What do you do at 10 and 11? At 10 and 11, I would double up on 2 running backs. Whether it's James Cook and Chase Brown, or Genty and Saquon, or K9 and Chase Brown, I would double up on 2 of these running backs at the end of the first round. Should I trade the 401 for the 412? Yeah. If you only have to trade the 401 to get the... Yeah, I would do that. Colton, what's up, Colton? My quarterback one's Josh Allen. Keep 2. Gibbs, Hurts, or London. I don't know what rounds you're getting them in. The rounds would definitely depend. I mean, I definitely would keep Gibbs, probably. What is the first 3-round shaft for an 8-man league? For an 8-man league, the running backs last a little bit longer than they do in a 12. The running backs are going to last a little bit longer. I say in round 1 in an 8-man league, take best player available. I think in an 8-man league, you're able to take best player available. Just make sure you get 1 running back in the first 3 rounds. Who do I pick at 7th in a 10-man? Jonathan Taylor is not a bad choice. If Amon-Ra St. Brown is still there at 7, which in some leagues he is, I would draft him as well. For any of you guys that are, trying to prepare for your fantasy leagues, inside the Walter Picks app, you guys can mock draft against customizable bots, whether you have idiot league mates or experts, and say you're in a big money league. You guys can see it all in here. You also can sync your league into the app, and there's a full fantasy draft guide that helped over 80% of members last year who used my code BAM inside the app to make their fantasy playoffs. I think I would still keep Loveland in the 11th. I think you're getting a couple round value there by keeping Loveland. You don't have to draft them. I know. I didn't know if you kept them in certain rounds. I would just keep Gibbs in London then. I would just keep Gibbs in London then. 10th pick, 12-man. I would probably target Jonathan Taylor or James Cook potentially, or Ashton Genty. First 3 rounds as the 7 and a 10. I would take 2 running backs in the first 2 rounds, and in round 3, I would take best player available. I would take like Jonathan Taylor and Kenneth Walker or Chase Brown potentially, and then whoever is available in round 3, I would just take the best guy available. 5th pick in a 10-man, CMC or Amon-Ra, just depending on if you want to play fantasy football safer, or you want to play it more risky. CMC is the riskier option just because of the injury history, and then Amon-Ra, Amon-Ra, 4 straight seasons of over 17 points per game, and he's missed less than 5 games over the last 4 years. Should I trade Cook and A.J. Brown for Chase and Downs? Cook and A.J. Brown for Chase and Downs. I think I would rather just have Cook and A.J. Brown. I would not make that trade. Is Emeka a reach in round 3? A little bit of a reach, but if that's your guy, go out and get him. If that is your guy, don't be scared to go get your guy. I think you should go do it. It is a little bit of a reach, though. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not opposed to going out and do it. To going out and doing that.
They are moving the ball well on this drive, aren't they? It's another 1st and 10.
I wouldn't say it's a concern. I think Amon-Ra is going to eat no matter who the offensive coordinator is. Like, he still had a good year last year with the new OC. I'm not completely worried about offensive coordinators changing the output for Amon-Ra St. Brown. You have the 1.2 pick going with Chase Brown / Chase Burrow / Chase Burrow stack. Can't talk. No, I like that decision. A couple guys that I'm fading a little bit this year, one of them being Travion Henderson. In the Walter Picks app, you guys can see the game splits feature, and Travion Henderson, it doesn't look great. Games with Ramondre Stevenson, Henderson is averaging 8.8 fantasy points per game and only a 29% rush share. We also saw him get absolutely out-touched in the postseason last year. You guys can see this. There's also many other tools like a start and sit tool and a trade analyzer inside the Walter Picks app. All you have to do is use code BAM when signing up. Over 80% of members last year that used my code when signing up, and it helps me out. When you guys use my code, it helps me out. I would appreciate everybody drop a follow. I appreciate everybody for being in here, and let's dominate our fantasy leagues together. Your football tips got me bricked up. All right, yeah. Trade Olave and Javonte for Chase. I don't know how many people you're starting in your league, but you're giving up a decent amount of depth. You're giving up a decent amount of solid pieces there for a guy that's just going to be one of those ones. What round for Bowers? I would take Bowers in the end of round 2 and the start of round. I would take Bowers middle round 2 to the end of round 2. I think he's going to be that good this year. Thoughts on Josh Jacobs? I think Josh Jacobs will be decent this year. I think Jacobs will be decent. I hope he doesn't get suspended. But I am drafting Marshawn Lloyd late in drafts as a handcuff. I think Lloyd will be the RB2. And if, Jacobs doesn't play some games, I think Lloyd will be the RB1. Genty or Brown, RB1. Chase Brown? Ooh, it's tough because I believe in both of those guys wholeheartedly. I won't lie. I believe in both of those players a ton this year. What about DJ Moore? DJ Moore is solid. I think where there's a lot of good players where you have to draft DJ Moore at, and he's in an offense that's a little bit run heavy, but DJ Moore is still a solid piece. And he looked good in the preseason. They were getting him the ball early and often in that preseason game yesterday. Who should I pick if no? I don't know what that means, Ethan. I like Bowers more than McBride this year. I think the Raiders are going to live in 12 personnel, and I think Bowers and Genty will be the focal point of that offense. I don't really see another guy that's going to be eaten like that. Derrick Henry is my RB 12. I think he's very consistent, but he just doesn't have super high passing upside. Josh Jacobs in the 5th is a very good one. I appreciate you guys all for being in here. Every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys drop a follow. Let's keep talking fantasy football throughout the entire season. And if you guys haven't drafted yet, don't forget, in the Walter Picks app, you can start mock drafting against customizable bots. There's also a full fantasy draft guide to help you guys get prepared for your season. And if you have already drafted, you can see playoff percent chances, number 1 seed percent chances, and projected points for every single one of your league mates. All you have to do is use code BAM inside the Walter Picks app. Am I afraid of the committee for Amarion Hampton? I don't think it'll be that type of committee. Let me say that. I think it'll be the type of committee that we see multiple guys get used, but I think Hampton's still the workhorse. Can you go through pick 10? At pick 10, I would probably take, if I had pick 10, I would probably take, I would go Chase Brown and James Cook if they were available, or Genty and James Cook, or Genty and Chase Brown. Some type of combination of that sorts. You have Nico Collins, T. Higgins, and JSN. That's a great wide receiver core. Do I trade Pickens and Scat for Jalen Warren, CD, Kyron, and Ramondre? Ooh, you're getting a lot of interesting pieces there. I don't really think Ramondre holds a ton of value in fantasy. Pickens and Scat for Warren, CD, Kyron. I think you go either way with that trade. A lot of you guys have trade questions, and inside the Walter Picks app, there's the best trade analyzer available to you for fantasy football. There's start and sit tools that you can use weekly, and then the trade analyzer helps create win-win trades inside of your league, and it shows you the value that you're giving versus the value that you're getting back. It helped over 80% of members last year who were using my code in the app make their fantasy playoffs. Neighbors' thoughts? Neighbors is rising up my boards. I think I would take Neighbors at the end of the second round. Potentially, if there were no running backs I wanted to take, I think I'd take Malik Neighbors. He's looked good in training camp, and he might have a couple smaller weeks to start the season. Bro said you don't know ball. Justin Jefferson is top 5. I mean, as a talent, I think Justin Jefferson is one of the best in the NFL. But in fantasy football, in his situation, I don't think he's that high. Why do I have Justin Jefferson a little bit lower? Mainly because Jetta is in a situation where I think there is still a little bit of inconsistency at quarterback, and there's still a lot of mouths to feed in Jefferson's offense. Having Jamar Chase and Chase Brown is good. I would not do that for every offense in the NFL. Like, I would not have Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall, but I think the Bengals are so high-powered that it's completely okay. If it's like, I would do it with, like, Chase Brown and Jamar Chase. I would do it for, what are other offenses that I think you could stack wide receiver running back like that? I'm not big into Dynasty. I don't want to give you in the 4th pick. I'm focused more on redraft. I would rather have Evans over Adams. I think I would rather have Evans over Adams. Yeah. If you have 1.2, what would you do first 3 rounds? I would take Gibbs or Bijan in round 1. In round 2 and 3, I would probably just take whoever's best available. Like, if Brock Bowers was there, I would take Brock Bowers. If you get Malik Neighbors in round 3, I'd take Malik Neighbors. If you were able to get freaking Kenneth Walker still, I'd take Kenneth Walker. Do I trade Genty for Chase Brown and Egbuka or Flowers? Yes. If you could trade Genty for Brown and Egbuka or Flowers, I would do that. Should I trade Egbuka for Tuin? Egbuka and Tuin for Genty? I also don't mind that trade. You're giving up a little bit of upside there. Because I think Tuin and Egbuka both have decent amount of upside this season. You're definitely giving up some upside, but I do not mind that one either. Why does everyone think Devon A-Chain's a risky pick? Because A-Chain will be the focal point of the offense. Absolutely. But if the offense is trash, what does that really mean? There's a lot of, if you look at these running backs over here, you know a lot about their situations. But with Devon A-Chain, there's a lot of unknown. It's a new quarterback. It's a new offensive system. There's a lot of different things that are not necessarily working in Devon A-Chain's favor that could help him have a bigger year or a worse year. If I have pick 4, who should I take? Who would I take? If I had the 4th pick, I would go either Chase. I mean, I would give Bijan if they're there. But if they're not, I would go Chase and then probably Puka Nacua. Saquon and Cook at the 10 turn, I like it. I like Saquon and Cook at the 10 turn. I think taking 2 running backs at the 10 turn will help you win your league. I think that is a league-winning decision. Henry is number 12 for me. A lot of you guys have very specific questions to your leagues. In the Walter Picks app, you can sync your league into the app. And after syncing your league, you can get customized rankings for your league in specific, depending on your format, depending on how many receivers are being started, how many running backs are being started. There's also a full fantasy draft guide that helped over 80% of members last year that used my code BAM inside the Walter Picks app. Make their fantasy playoffs. Over 80% of members last year that used code BAM in the Walter Picks app made their fantasy playoffs. I appreciate you guys all for being in here. Make sure you guys drop a follow. I hope everybody's having a blessed and a safe day right now. Should I trade Olave for Pickens? Olave and Pickens for Amon-Ra and Metcalf. No, I would keep Amon-Ra. I would keep Olave and Pickens because I think the drop off from Olave to Metcalf is way higher than what you could get from Pickens to Amon-Ra. I would keep Olave and Pickens. I don't really want DK Metcalf in any league this year. 3rd pick in a 10-man deciding over CMC or Jamar, unless Gibbs or Bijan fall. I could see that. I still think Jamar, though. Jamar is the elite of the elite. I probably wouldn't be able to take CMC over Jamar, but I understand wanting to take a running back in the 1st round. I absolutely understand wanting to take a running back in round 1. Snag CMC. Oh, CMC at the 109. Wow. So he just kept dropping in your league. That is crazy. CMC at the 109 is insane. What do I think about Lamb? I think CeeDee Lamb is a solid choice this year. I think he returns to being the solidified running back, wide receiver 1 in his offense. I do not think that Pickens will be the wide receiver 1 anymore this year. I think it will be CeeDee Lamb. But I would CMC or Amon-Ra at the 105. Ooh, at the 105, I think I would go. CMC has more upside, but Amon-Ra is the safer choice. I think I would go CMC with the positional value of getting a running back there, as well as, like last year he scored 25 fantasy points per game. Dak throws for 2K or 4K alternating seasons. I did see that stat, but I can't let that deter me away from the whole offense. You have the third pick. If you take Jamar Chase, should you take 2 running backs? I would definitely, at the minimum, take 1 running back. So you take Jamar Chase in the first round. But I don't think you don't need to force a running back. If there's not a running back there that you don't like, you don't want to force it and take somebody that you don't necessarily like just because you need to get that position. Still take guys that you really believe in, but try to get 1 running back. You don't need to double up if it's not, like if all the top tier guys are gone and you have to choose between freaking Kyron Williams in the 3rd round, like don't do it. Jettas, Cook, Rice. I think right now I would draft Jettas and Cook, but I think Rashee Rice could finish as a better fantasy season, but it's just way more risky. Should I trade up from 104 to 103? No, I don't think you need to make the trade up from 104 to 103. I don't think the difference between Puka, and Chase is that big that you need to do that. How would you build around Bijan in a keeper league? I probably would definitely not take any other Falcons. I'll tell you that. I would definitely not draft any Falcons. I would probably try to get 1 more running back in the 2nd or 3rd round. Hampton's my number 10 for me. I like Amari Hampton this year. I think he's just as good as K9, Saquon. I think all those backs down here at the end of this list are very, very interchangeable. Why is Saquon so low? Just because I think there's going to be other running backs that just take away 2 to 3 points a game from him. Whether that's Will Shipley catching the ball, whether that's Tank Bigsby running a little bit, keeping Saquon healthy. I think like Chase Brown, who's going to average a dominating season. I think he just performs a little bit better in fantasy this year. I appreciate every single one of you guys being in here today. Make sure you guys drop a follow. And if you guys have not drafted in your leagues yet, inside the Walter Picks app, you can mock draft against customizable bots. Whether you have idiot league mates or expert league mates, you can see it all inside the app. You also can sync your league into the app, get customized rankings depending on your format, and there is a full fantasy draft guide that helped over 80% of members last year who used my code BAM make their fantasy playoffs. That's all inside the Walter Picks app. CMC or JSN pick 5. I'm going CMC over JSN. What about Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry is my 12th ranked running back. I think he's consistent. He's a guy that I would draft. He's consistent. I would draft him, but he doesn't have the receiving upside. Derrick Henry, point blank period, just does not have a ton of receiving upside. Lamb, Genty, Brown, or Jettas? Lamb, Genty, Brown, or Jettas? I would go Genty or Brown or Lamb. I would not go Jettas though. I'm not really drafting Justin Jefferson this year unless he falls into like the middle of round 2, and then that's a talent that I just can't ignore. Bijan and Warren for McBride and Chase Brown. Bijan and Warren. Tyler Warren? I think that could be a good trade for you. I think I'd rather get Brock Bowers than McBride. If you're trading Amon-Ra and another player for Bijan, what other player in Dynasty? That's tough for me. I'm not the biggest Dynasty guy right now. I'm focusing a ton on redraft because that's just like the more common format. I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction. Who do you think I should go round 3 and 4 with the 10th pick? So I think you should get running backs in the first 2 rounds. And then in rounds 3 and 4, I would potentially target like 2 wide receivers of whatever's best available. Or if Trey McBride slips you in round 3, who am I taking at 4 in a 12-man? At number 4 in a 12-man, I would take Puka or Chase. Obviously Gibbs or Bijan if they were available, but then just Puka or Chase, whichever one was left. Whichever guy is left out of those top 4. With 12th pick, should I get Barkley and Cook? I think that's solid. I think getting Barkley and Cook is very solid. Both guys that have decently high floors. You know they're going to be the workhorse backs. I'm completely good with that. Took Gentry and Cook over CD and Jets. I like that. I think that your receiver value in the next couple rounds will be completely fine, and you'll be able to get receivers that are going to play very solid on your team. How's my starters? Herbert, Bijan, Brees, London, T, Bowers. That's very good, Aiden. Solid squad. Bijan and Brees. I mean, you got Brees and London, which are a part of some mediocre offenses. But I think your squad is solid. Thoughts on Scatabo this season? I think Scatabo will have a solid year. I'm not going out of my way to draft him, though. Where I got Zay Flowers at, Flowers is like my wide receiver 17. I like Zay Flowers, but taking Zay Flowers in the first 3 rounds doesn't feel very good to me. Why the order? Well, all right. So for the order of these top 3 wide receivers is I think Amon-Ra, like in total points, could finish above Puka with a suspension. I still would draft Puka Nacua over Amon-Ra, though. I would not take Amon-Ra over Puka, though. Watermelon or peaches? He knows ball. Watermelon or peaches? Okay. If we're on the topic of that, watermelon or peaches, I'm going watermelon. Watermelon's just such a refreshing snack that, like, how could you not go watermelon? Thoughts on David Montgomery? I think David Montgomery, he's an okay flex play. I wouldn't really want him as my RB2 because I think he'll be very touchdown dependent this year. I think he will be very, very touchdown dependent this year. A lot of you guys are talking about trades for your teams you must have already drafted. In the Walter Picks app, you guys can see playoff percent chances, number 1 C percent chances, projected points, all after syncing your league into the app. There's also a start and sit tool to help you make your flex decisions. That can be tough every single week. And a trade analyzer helps perform some win-win trades inside of your league. It shows you the value you're giving up versus the value you're getting back. You guys can see all of that inside the Walter Picks app when you use code BAM when signing up. Over 80% of members last year that were using these tools made their fantasy playoffs. A watermelon peaches stack. That's a good team right there. A watermelon peaches stack is a good team. You have the 6th pick. Who should you target? Amon-Ra or CMC most likely? You have the 6th pick. Who should you target? I would target Amon-Ra or CMC. Trade A-Chain for Chase, Ramondre, and Tyson. A-Chain for Chase, Ramondre, and Tyson. A-Chain for Chase, Ramondre. Chase Brown? Like, what Chase are we talking about? Or A-Chain? Maybe I might have read the comment wrong. But it's so far gone now. Is Devontae Adams still? I would still take Devontae Adams in rounds 5 and 6. Yeah, I would definitely trade A-Chain for Chase Brown, especially if you're getting some on the back end of it. You have Hurts, Hampton, Taylor, Egbuka, Smith, Kraft. I like the Hurts Smith stack. I like Tucker Kraft. I think it's a good team. You must have had a later pick and you got, or maybe middle to end of the first round, and you got Jonathan Taylor. I like that team. Hurts, Saquon, Judkins / Price. Don't love the RB2 situation, but I'm sure you probably know that. And then Kyle Pitts. You know, Kyle Pitts is hit or miss. Every year, Kyle Pitts is hit or miss. Malik Neighbors still good? Yes, Malik Neighbors is definitely still good. Malik Neighbors is still good. He's still a guy that I would draft. I think I was out on Malik Neighbors going into the year because of the injury, but he looks very good in training camp. I think he'll be in for a healthy season. I'm not out on Amarion Hampton. He's number 10 for me. He just didn't fit on the screen. That's literally it. I think Amarion Hampton is very interchangeable with Saquon, Kenneth Walker. He literally just didn't fit on my screen. Cook, Gentry, A-Chain pick 2. I'm going Cook and Gentry. I'm going Cook and Gentry. If you guys haven't drafted yet, in the Walter Picks app, there is a mock draft simulator where you can customize the bots, whether you have idiot league mates or expert league mates. You can change the bot level on all of them. There's also a game splits feature, which shows me like Travion Henderson in games with Ramondre Stevenson last year, only 8.8 fantasy points per game and only a 29% rush share. That's a part of the reason I'm staying away from Henderson. You can see the game splits on almost every single player in the NFL through the Walter Picks app game splits feature. Like, look at this. Chase Brown last year, a guy that I'm targeting in plenty of my leagues. Chase Brown last year, 19.5 fantasy points per game, 64% rush share with Joe Burrow. When Joe Burrow is healthy, Chase Brown is a top 5 running back in fantasy last season. I will be trying to get Chase Brown in a lot of my leagues. You guys can see all those tools in the Walter Picks app when you use code BAM when signing up. Using my code helps me out. I appreciate you guys all for being in here today. Make sure you guys drop a follow. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Michael Wilson's the real league winner. I'm hearing you. But look at this. Look at this right here. Michael Wilson in games with Marvin Harrison Jr. last year, 7 fantasy points a game. Wow. I bet you didn't realize that. Michael Wilson in games with Marvin Harrison Jr. Now, some of these games didn't have Brissett, but 7 fantasy points a game. 7 fantasy points a game. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Why is Rice at 6? Because when he's healthy, he's one of the best players in fantasy football, period. He averaged 18.8 fantasy points per game last year. Where does A-Chain rank? A-Chain is my number 11. I still think he's in the upper echelon of running backs, but I just wouldn't take him over. There's a lot of guys I just wouldn't take him over. Like, I think all these other situations for running backs are just so much better. Jalen Warren versus Malik Neighbors for Flex Week 1. I would go Malik Neighbors because of the potential of Malik Neighbors, but Jalen, we could see a couple dud games from Malik Neighbors before we really see him like pop out and come and return back to his normal. K9 injury prone. I don't think Kenneth Walker's. I mean, we need to see him stay healthy for this season, but he's gonna be the go-to back. Do I do Dynasty? I'm not big on Dynasty. I'm not in any Dynasty leagues either. I'm mainly focused on redraft or like best ball. If any of you guys play best ball, mainly focused on those. Yo, thank you for the GOAT, man. Thank you for the GOAT. He's elite when healthy, but he's basically hurt every year. I'm not going to draft a guy based on the what if of him. I'm not going to not draft a guy based on the what if of him getting hurt. Like, yes, I agree with you that he has been hurt a lot. Cook at 7 is way too low. I mean, James Cook is very good, but he doesn't have a ton of receiving upside. He's going to rush for a ton of yards, but they're going to use freaking Ty Johnson, Ray Davis, catching the ball. I agree. Maxos, that's my exact opinion. I'm not going to be scared to draft a guy on if he's going to get hurt. Because last year, if you were a guy that drafted CMC, you might have won your league because he was so good. I will stay away from a guy if he's already hurt going into the year. But like Rashee Rice, I've seen him be at training camp. Malik Neighbors has been very active at training camp. A guy like Alec Pierce, though, I might stay away from because he's going into the season hurt. Thoughts on Zay Flowers? I think Zay Flowers is solid. I don't think I would take Zay Flowers in round 3 over the other backs in those rounds. That's my only thing about Flowers. If you guys have already drafted inside of your leagues, inside the Walter Picks app, you can see playoff percent chances, number 1 seed percent chances. And if you're trying to make some trades in your league, there is a start and sit tool that you can use on a weekly basis and a trade analyzer. It helps show you some win-win trades inside of your league. It also can help show you what value you're giving up versus value you're getting back. You guys can see all of that inside the Walter Picks app when using code BAM when signing up. How do you feel about Kyler Murray? I like Kyler Murray this year. I'm actually good with drafting Kyler Murray this year. I think there's some rushing upside. I think he has a great offensive coordinator. And I think that Kyler Murray has one of the best receiving cores in the NFL to get to throw the ball to this year. Jacoby Lane, Denzel Boston, or Stribling? I would probably go... The problem with Jacoby Lane is that the Ravens are, I think, even with a new OC, I don't think they're going to be ultra pass heavy this year. Like, they're still not a team that's going to throw the ball a gazillion times. Javante and Parker for Genti. The reports on Parker Washington in training camp, I mean, they have been phenomenal. The Parker Washington reports have been absolutely great. Thoughts on Devonta Smith? Devonta Smith is one of my favorite players to target this year. I think he's an alpha, a born alpha wide receiver that now gets to be in his own offense. The focal point. Mekhi Lemon is dealing with injuries. I think all of this just leads to Devonta Smith potentially having a better year. It's a new offensive coordinator. Like, I have high expectations for this Eagles, not necessarily for the Eagles offense in general, but for Devonta Smith, I have high expectations. Ooh, Dobbins. I don't think Dobbins will be a top 10 back just because RJ Harvey is going to get the receiving work. I'm completely out on RJ Harvey, and I definitely like Dobbins more than Harvey, but Dobbins will not really get the receiving work. Like, that will be RJ Harvey's work right there, is in the receiving game. Even with the camp stuff, you think I should take Rice over Olave? Rice is definitely the riskier choice. I'm not gonna argue that at all. He hasn't looked great in camp. He's actually looked kind of sluggish in reality. But I think the upside for Rashee Rice is higher than for Chris Olave. The only thing about Olave is Jordan Tyson's battling injuries, and that was kind of taken a little bit away from Olave, in my opinion. Like, with Tyson now out, and he might not be out for the season, but he's definitely not out for the season. We don't know when he's going to be back. That definitely helps Olave's draft stock. 8th pick targets, I'd probably be going after Jonathan Taylor. In the 8th round, in the 8th pick of the first round, I'd be going after Jonathan Taylor. Metcalf or DJ Moore, I'm definitely going DJ Moore. I probably will not draft DK Metcalf in any league. I think Aaron Rodgers wants to get the ball out of his hands quick. I don't think he wants to take hits, especially at his age. I think that plays more into Michael Pittman's favor than it does into DK Metcalf's favor. DK Metcalf's that guy that wants to stretch the field. Thoughts on London? London doesn't have much target competition, so I think he's in a good situation. But the quarterback situation there is definitely not great. Definitely a bad quarterback situation. Puka Nacua. I think even with Puka's suspension, I'm still in on him. Still in on him, Matt, even with Puka's suspension. I can get Flowers for Dobbins, but I don't have a lot of RBs. Nah, you would need something more for Zay Flowers, in my opinion. If you guys haven't drafted yet, don't forget, inside the Walter Picks app, you guys can mock draft against customizable bots, whether you have idiot league mates or experts. You guys can change the draft strategies of them all. You also can sync your league into the Walter Picks app and get customized rankings for your league's format in specific. And there's a full fantasy draft guide that helped over 80% of members last year who used code BAM when signing up make their fantasy playoffs. Monty in the flex isn't bad. I would not want Monty to be my RB2 though. Monty in the flex isn't bad though. He's just going to be very touchdown dependent. I think Woody Marks is going to be the main receiving back, and then David Montgomery will get most of the rushing work. No, Loveland was not a reach in round 5. I think Loveland could potentially lead his team in targets this year. I think Colston Loveland could lead his team in targets. Would you trade Saquon for Cook? They're kind of like the same tier for me. I might rather have Cook just because I think there's more consistency with what the Bills are going to do this year versus like the Eagles. You know, a lot of things could happen with this Eagles offense. You never know. Maybe they hired another poor offensive coordinator. Like, you never know. Yo, thank you, Matt, for the lightning. Thank you. Should I trade Swift / Fannin for Price and Kelsey? No, I would not do that. I think Swift isn't the highest upside play. Not a super high upside play. But I think he's one of the most consistent plays that you could get in fantasy this year. I think we know that it's going to be a 1-2 punch, but I think we know DeAndre Swift's going to catch passes out of the backfield. With no DJ Moore, I think that could lead to more catches for DeAndre Swift. He's going to score touchdowns still. Like, I think he's a safe 12 fantasy points a game, like on average. A guy that's going to average you a good solid 12 points a game. Amon-Ra at 5, not crazy. Amon-Ra is one of the safer picks in fantasy football. He's had 4 straight years of averaging over 17 fantasy points per game, and he's missed less than 5 games over these last 4 seasons. Thoughts on Josh Jacobs? I'm not super worried about the suspension. I think that Jacobs will play this year, and even if he gets suspended, it won't be for a crazy amount of time. I do think, though, if you draft Josh Jacobs, I would get Marshawn Lloyd late in the draft because Lloyd should be the handcuff to Jacobs. And if anything happens with Josh Jacobs, Marshawn Lloyd will be an elite running back to start on a weekly basis. I think he'll be the RB1. CMC or Amon-Ra at 6 in PPR. CMC is the safer choice. I mean, CMC is the risky choice, but if they're both healthy, CMC has the way higher upside. Last year, we saw CMC average nearly 25 point something fantasy points per game. Definitely gonna be the more risky choice, but if he's healthy, CMC is one of the best in the NFL. Point blank period. May or Stafford week 1. Oh, I'm not talking about week 1 starts and sits yet. I am not talking about week 1 starts and sits yet. I'm focusing on drafts and trades. And if you guys have already drafted, though, in the Walter Picks app, there's a trade analyzer that can help you find some win-win trades for your league. Some win-win trades in your league. There's also a start and sit tool to help you make the best start and sit decisions on a weekly basis. You can sync your league into the app. All you guys have to do is use code BAM when signing up. Code BAM when signing up. I appreciate you guys all for being in here. Make sure you guys drop a follow. Make sure you guys use code BAM in the Walter Picks app. Have a great, a blessed, and a safe night, guys. Grinding.
All right, here we go, folks. Hugely critical 5 minutes in terms of this light heavyweight division and the career trajectory of both men. Oh, now
Nasty uppercut lands right on the button. He almost put his opponent down. Still up right now, but he can find the finish there. Oh, man.
Pretty good there moments ago, but looks like he's recovered.
Yeah, he's hurt very bad. He's back, but he was hurt very bad.
We've passed the midway point of the third and final round. The numbers here, stat punch counters have been busy tonight. 112 total strikes have landed for Oben St. Preux. And in terms of the accuracy, landing at a 50% clip tonight against the mauler Alexander Gustafsson. Nice body kick there.
That's damn
Some fighters made
work.
exits here tonight, but it went a whole lot better for one of them than the other. Talk us through the replays, champ.
Some decision.
We gotta
The
work.
official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffalo.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' score.
Well, he did not get the...
Amplitude 7. Get your ass smushed. Smush, smush, smush.